Good enough. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila and I create videos based around working, planning, productivity, and conscious conversations around topics on my heart. And today is going to be one of those conscious coffee chat conversations. Not sure what I'm going to call this series yet because sometimes I like to film in the afternoon and I don't drink coffee in the afternoon. So we can't call it coffee chat and then it all be not coffee, and then tea chats, tea talks. I don't know, we're working on it, but conscious conversations, drinking a beverage is kind of where it's kind of where the idea is going, the intention behind it. So today, in honor of my first one, let's just cheers. Cheers to that. Raise your glasses, raise your mugs, raise your fist if you're not drinking anything. Water's okay too. Let's just it's gonna be a good one. So yeah, obviously I have just recently started this channel. Don't have many videos up yet, but I do have a purpose and direction, and kind of wanted to share that in today's conscious conversation. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you want more working vlogs, conscious conversations on tough topics, and planning and productivity videos. Love you so much. Thanks. So yeah, let's talk about why I want to start a YouTube channel. I have everything outlined, and so I can stay on point. One thing you might learn about me if you don't already follow me on Instagram at Sheila Joy Photo is that I am a chatty, rambling person. I am definitely an introvert, but when I'm by myself and I feel safe, or with people that I feel safe and included with, I will talk up a storm. So hello people that make me feel safe. Let's talk. Yeah, let's just dive into it. Some background. I'm just gonna leave the hair tie on because I noticed it was in there, but let's just keep it real. We're also about keeping it real on this channel. So yeah, background, context. This is not my first YouTube channel. I actually had one about 5 years ago, which was focused on fashion and no, it was just basically fashion. It was like sharing outfit ideas and stuff like that. I did film like a vlog or two back then. And then I just kind of fell off the wagon with it because I was focused on having a blog and starting my own online creative business at that point. And I also didn't really like filming or editing that much. It took a lot of time. One thing YouTubers might not say is that it takes a lot of time to film and edit, and I just say this from doing it 5 years ago and also now as I started doing my working vlogs, and that's pretty easy for me. When I made the decision to start this channel, I want it to be easy for me and not time consuming because I have a day job, I have a business, and I want to have time for myself to enjoy my life. And I also work and commute, so there's a lot. My time goes in different places, and I wanted to make sure if I was going to start this channel that it was going to be something that would be sustainable for me and it wouldn't burn me out. So that's kind of the other background information before I even dive into the points. So I have 6 points, and let's just dive in. All right, let's take a sip. I should also mention that I'm drinking cold brew. It is the Califia brand, the blonde roast. I'm going off of memory right here because I can't remember. Once it started getting cold, I started drinking warm coffee, and then I had some really bad heartburn for a few days and was like, I need to switch to cold brew and cold coffee to help resettle my stomach. So I've been kind of drinking cold brew for the past week, and I also have oat milk, vanilla creamer in it, and a teaspoon or a little bit more, a tablespoon of sugar. And that is, I'm kind of at the tail end of this, so we're just sipping. I'm a self-proclaimed sipping queen. All right, let's dive in. Now let's dive in to 6 reasons why I want to start a YouTube channel. Number 1, I love YouTube. I love YouTube, and this kind of goes into my second point, which I'm gonna kind of, I guess, go back and forth. But my second point is I love watching vlogs of people and their daily lives. I don't know what it is about peering into people's everyday lives, especially people that I can relate to in the sense that they have a day job or a business, or, you know, they look like me, or they just really resonate with me. I just like watching the boring stuff of people getting ready in the morning, having a morning routine, reading, making their coffee, working. I love those kind of videos, but I also, you know, like the produced, more overly produced, like the ones that have a lot more thought behind them. So I just love YouTube and the fact there's a platform where we can create our own thing, our own like compilation of moving images, add some sound, maybe talk a little bit, and upload it, and people can find it, and then we can connect with so many people. YouTube came out in like 2004, 2005. I was like 15 at the time, and I had a channel, and I like just recorded videos of my friends and I hanging out being clowns in our bedroom. I also recorded concerts that I went to and uploaded those onto YouTube as well. So that's to say this is actually my third YouTube channel technically. Forgot about that bit of history of my life. But yeah, I love the fact that I can be creative and share it online. And moving into my second point of I love vlogs. I've been watching so many vlogs. I mean, I've always watched a lot of vlogs, but especially during the pandemic, I think we all need that kind of connection to somebody, especially online, that because we're cooped up and we feel kind of lonely, and I've been able to really feel more connected to people by watching them in a vlog. So hopefully you resonate with that, and that's something that you want to see on this channel, because I just literally want to share my normal life. And I know my life is not normal. It might not be normal in the sense of other people's normal, but it's, I think, compared to a lot of what we see on YouTube with lifestyle YouTubers and influencers and people with big channels, I would say I have a pretty normal existence in that regard of like my day-to-day life. So yeah, that's point two. Maybe I should take another sip of coffee and water for this next one. I should probably put my coffee up here so it looks like, you know, we're actually having a conscious coffee conversation. Okay, number three. And this is a really big driving force that really got me to like do this and put this into action and create this channel, is that there needs to be more representation online of folks who look like me. And as you can probably tell if you found me and saw my channel art and are reading and seeing, you know, bits and pieces of me when I share things about me, I am a mixed race person. I'm a cisgender woman. I am half Chinese, half white, and I don't see a lot of people who are mixed race or identify as mixed race and are specifically half Asian, half white online that I can kind of identify with and resonate with and just really feel like I'm part of something. So there are going to be a lot of conscious conversations revolving around racial identity, especially mine as being biracial, specifically multicultural, and all of the things that come along with having that experience as someone who identifies as those things, who looks different from white, the dominant narrative of white people. This year has been a big reckoning year for a lot of us in many different instances beyond just the pandemic and the murder of George Floyd and countless other things that have been happening. And I mean, I've been very conscious of racism and trying to be an ally prior to everything happening this year, but I definitely veered from that out of fear. I was afraid to really be vocal about racism and being an anti-racist up until this year, as I'm sure many of us can resonate with that. And I just felt the call that it's time to push through the fear. And, you know, that's why I'm here. So that's really another reason why I want to start this channel, is one, just to have to show other people online on YouTube who look like me or identify as Asian or mixed, or just who they don't feel like they belong, that there is somebody out there who knows what you feel on a regular basis, and maybe also we can connect on that level. So that like drives into my fifth point, which is I want to connect with people who are like me. So that could be who look like me, who feel like me, who's somebody that struggles with being an introvert. If being an introvert is even a struggle, yeah, I think being an introvert is kind of a struggle when extroversion is kind of like the norm, or it's kind of the being shy and reserved is kind of a bad thing, or something that at least I grew up thinking, feeling shame for being shy. Again, there are just so many ideas for different conversations that I can have from just the lens of being biracial, and having being shy and all of these different things. But yeah, I want to connect with people. If you're watching this and you want to connect and be a part of my little corner of the internet, that makes me so happy. So definitely feel free to leave a comment or message me privately on here, or actually probably just message me on Instagram at Sheila Joy Photo, because I don't really know what YouTube messaging is like. So one thing I forgot to mention in my fourth point is that I didn't even share my fourth point, because all of these kind of go in together. So my fourth point is I want to share my experience and life as a mixed race person, someone who has a day job, someone who has a business, and somebody who is multi-passionate. So that kind of goes into point 3, if there needs to be more representation online of people who look like me. But I also want to share my experience, my daily life of what it's like to be me and all of the things that come with my life as having a day job as an archivist, but also having an online business. I have a photography business, and somebody who's very multi-passionate. I like so many things, and you can kind of see with the way I make money that I am in a field that is rooted in history, and it's very separate from my photography business, although you can connect them in many different ways. But there just doesn't seem to be a lot, like, that's not normalized online, seeing somebody who is happy with having a day job, or somebody that works in corporate, or, you know, doesn't have like an influencer business type business that they share online. I do, and I have to give a shout out to Carter Sullivan. I will link her down below. She makes videos about her life. She works a 9-to-5 in corporate healthcare. She also has a YouTube channel and an Instagram presence, and she really helped me see that yes, it's okay to have a day job and, you know, a YouTube channel, and that we don't need to feel bad for having a day job, because she talks a lot about how it's normalized to think that having a day job is a bad thing. And this is something that I've been struggling with ever since I started with my business, is the story that I kept hearing, the narrative that I believed in was that I can't be a real business owner or be successful without being a full-time entrepreneur. So I was so focused on quitting my 9-to-5 and going full-time in business, and that was the only way I ever would be able to feel like I succeeded and ultimately would feel worthy as a human being, which looking back on is sad. And like, that was a mindset that I was in for years, and it was hard. And then back in February of this year, 2020, I did quit my 9-to-5 and took a part-time position, which I'm in now. So I kind of dropped down full-time hours, got a whole new position, still in archives, and thought that I'd have more time for my business, and this would give me more opportunity to work and grow my business to eventually take my business full-time, which was my goal for like years. Now, however many months later that it's been, we've had a pandemic. My mental health, I've been struggling with my mental health pretty much all year. These different things have really made me rethink what I want in life and make me specifically rethink what I want, you know, my full-time job to be, or the thing that I put my time in to receive, you know, money, having a job, basically. And you know, I've come to the conclusion as of today, November, whatever day it is, November 8th, 2020, that, you know, I'm okay having, you know, a day job. I definitely don't miss working 40 hours a week. That was definitely not what I wanted in my life, but I like being able to work 28 hours a week, and that's where my main source of income comes from. And then I have more time to, yes, work on my business and do YouTube and all of these other things, and I'm okay with that. Like, I feel good and confident and worthy, and I don't feel shame in any of that, which are feelings that I've felt for so many years growing my business. So it's a big win for me to say that, and I'm so happy to be able to say that out loud. So that's kind of, yeah, taking it back to the point. I want to just share my experience as somebody who looks like this, somebody who works as an archivist in like basically an office job, and also somebody that runs a business and somebody that does YouTube, because I know there's people out there watching who might look like me, who identify as mixed race or have a day job and a YouTube or a side hustle or something, and they just want to see somebody that's doing that and that is happy in doing that. And maybe you're looking for somebody that isn't jamming down your throat that you need to quit your 9 to 5, because I am not going to say that. I never did really say that before, like when I was in that different mindset, because I knew deep down that just didn't feel right, but I still struggled with, I needed to reconcile that for myself and really believe it. And now I can say that I believe it. Okay, so that's point 4. My thing is blinking. All right, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because it was telling me that I only have a 20-minute limit on my camera. I don't know. But anyway, let's wrap this up. Let's take a sip for wrapping up. Okay. I already talked about wanting to connect with people. Hello, people, if you want to connect, let's be friends. So my last point is that YouTube will help me stay creative, accountable, and improve my mental health. So there's 3 different parts of this, and I kind of shared backstory about my mental health. I've been in a rut the past few months. I moved, I started a new job, I really had to switch up my routines, and I just was feeling really off. And I didn't feel creative, or I didn't have my spark, basically is what I'm saying. I didn't feel like me. And when I like picked up my camera one day and was like, you know what, I'm gonna vlog and we're gonna see where this goes. And after I did that, it was my first video on my channel. I like just vlogged my work day. I felt so happy and inspired and creative, and I felt like I had my spark back. So that was something really positive that came with doing YouTube and filming myself, and kind of brings this all together, that I realized that I need to be doing something creative on the side, on top of other things in my life, to really feel like me. Like, I am a creative person. I need to have my hands dipped in different things, which is why I'm so multi-passionate, why I have a day job and a side hustle, technically 2 side hustles if you count my business and YouTube, because that's where I thrive. And I've realized that after taking a few months off of kind of hiding from social media, taking a break from social media, and taking a break away from my photography business, as in I still have clients and I'm showing up and doing my work, shooting photos for them, but I haven't been actively marketing my business or really pushing myself to hit goals or book more clients. I was just content with where I was, and I was just trying to get through the day, basically, is what's been going on for the past 3 to 4 months. And that meant I wasn't really being creative with my spare time. I was just getting through. I was doing the motions, going through life, going to work, coming home, eating dinner, trying to read and watching a lot of YouTube, and there wasn't really any creativity mixed into there. So the day that I picked up my camera and was like, you know, I'm gonna do this YouTube thing, I felt creative and like I had that spark back, like I keep saying. And I've been filming lots of videos since then, and it's really helped me feel so much better and like me. So when I say that it's gonna help me be creative and improve my mental health, that's kind of what I'm talking about. And also to help me feel accountable. Again, I would share a lot of my life on Instagram. This is like one thing I haven't talked about that really goes with the mental health thing. One thing I've been kind of taking a break from social media, and prior I would always be on Instagram and sharing. I love doing stories. I love sharing my day-to-day and getting on and talking to the camera and talking to my community. And that was where I was able to kind of feel creative on a daily basis and helped me feel like me. But now, with everything going on in the past few months, I just have been staying away from Instagram, and taking time away from social media definitely helped improve my mental health in many different ways. But with that, I sacrificed being able to fulfill my creativity. So I'm not able to, you know, take photos and shoot little videos and, you know, put things together and kind of produce a story, basically, because that's what YouTube is. I haven't been doing that on Instagram. So since I've gained a sense of mental health improvement, I've lost that creativity. And that's kind of where YouTube comes into play, where I don't have to be on Instagram. I don't have to be documenting my life instantaneously and checking all the time. And Instagram gave me so much anxiety in so many different ways. With YouTube, I'm able to be creative on my own time and not feel like I have to post something instantly or, you know, worry about somebody watching it. It's kind of different on YouTube. It allows me to kind of do things in my own time, and it gives me that flexibility that I need to be creative when I want to be creative and kind of take a break when I need a break. And I didn't feel like I could do that on Instagram just because of different things, like different blocks, mindset, like the mindset I had about Instagram and social media. So I feel so much better having a YouTube channel, and this is allowing me to it's basically replacing Instagram stories in a way, because I want to document my life, I want to share it, and I want to have a community online, basically everything that I was doing with Instagram, but in a way that doesn't make me feel anxious and question myself and feel like crap every day. So, yeah. Woo! We made it through. This has been really fun. It feels so nice to be able to film this and know that I get to put this up on YouTube for people to see or people not to see. Depends on, you know, if anybody watches it. But it's good for me, and I think that's the most important thing, is to do things. If you are considering starting a YouTube channel or anything creative that involves being online and sharing things, do it for you. Like, that should be the number one reason. Your why, so to speak. This channel is for me. It is definitely something I want to grow and share with people in the future, but it's not rooted in wanting to make money or gaining followers or showing off my life or anything. It's really for me to archive my life and preserve memories and, you know, like moments and seasons of my life, the bad and the good, and just something for me to look back on and, you know, share with my kids in the future if I ever have kids. And yeah, that's like the other thing. I've always shared my life online, and this year has been a big gap in not sharing parts of my life. And I've seen me just feel sad not being able to do that. So it feels good to be able to kind of, you know, be able to share myself and my life and my experience online, and hopefully make other people feel like they belong somewhere or they can relate with somebody, and maybe also inspire and motivate you to go after your own goals, maintain your creativity, or even maybe start a YouTube channel or whatever else I do here on this channel. So, all right, that was a long wrap up. let's officially wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you have not already. It makes me, liking it will tell me that you want to see more conscious conversation, coffee talks, stuff like that, where I talk about topics on my heart around mental health, racial identity, just creativity, you know, balancing all the things, having a day job, just anything. And if you have any specific topics you'd like me to talk about, leave a comment below. Definitely will add it to my list. And yeah, so make sure to like this video, subscribe also to my channel if you want to hang out and be my friend and join this little corner of the internet. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.